Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV, and today I'm here with Goddess Lilith. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good. It's great to have you. And you've won awards, been on television and magazines and stuff. Wondering, how did it all start? How did you get into the whole adult industry to start off with?
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure to be part of the Jiggy Jaguar show. It all started like at least a decade or more ago. I've just always sort of been like a natural exhibitionist, I guess you could say. I've always really enjoyed being on a stage, being on camera, being in front of an audience, and I guess that's just kind of energy I have. So I just sort of found my own way. I wasn't really, back when in the early 2000s is kind of when I was starting to get involved, and there weren't all these like guides and how-to things about how to get into the industry or how to be a dominatrix or anything like that. So I just sort of found my own way, forged my own path, and a lot of trial and error, and just kind of seeing what I liked and what other people liked, and it's been a great ride.
I see you got a new show, Torture Tuesdays. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Torture Tuesday is a weekly show that I've been doing with my girl Isabelle exclusively over on my free cams, MFC, and that's been 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific, and it's a great time because Isabelle is a true like masochist. She's a pain slut. She's really cute, really sweet, and she just loves punishment and pain, and I am a very sadistic top. So it's been a great match. We have really awesome chemistry. We got to know each other over like Exotica and the MFC social, and she lives here in Vegas. So we've been getting together every week, and we're going to continue that until May. And we've been having all kinds of fun. It's a great time.
Awesome. And now your loyal fans, what kind of content do you have on there?
Oh, my loyal fans, I'm so glad you asked. So my loyal fans is super poppin'. I'm on there every single day. I do have an OnlyFans and a Patreon and stuff like that, but to be honest, loyal fans is my favorite. They're the most fetish friendly, and I like to think that myself and a few other really awesome femdoms have made it a really good place for fetish and female domination. So there's a really good community over there for that. And I do all kinds of content, my favorites are sort of like sadistic humiliation and making people hurt themselves at my direction, and financial domination and foot worship and giantess, all kinds of cool stuff. I've been doing a bit of hypnosis as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome. So, I keep my entry price low on loyal fans because I want people to not be afraid and not use like a high price as an excuse not to come and play. So I keep my price on loyal fans at only a couple bucks so that people have like a low point of entry, and then they can hang out and chat with me on cam. And I've been camming on there a bunch and just connecting with people all over the world. I love connecting, especially with my European fans, which is really great on loyal fans. So if you guys are interested in coming to play with me, go to loyalfans.com/goddess.
And I see besides the adult content, you're also in some metal bands, which is awesome because that's my main interview channel, Discovering Bands, where I interview all sorts of metal industrial bands. So tell us a little about the music you do.
Well, shit, we'll have to set up a separate interview for that sometime, and I'll be happy to send you some of our albums as well. I'm involved with 2 heavy metal projects right now. One is a melodic death metal band called Sorrow Seed, and we have toured all over the country and Canada as well a little bit. We've got some shows coming up in the UK this summer that we're going to be announcing soon. And so that's kind of like my original big project. And then most recently, I have a new project coming out that's called Merter, and we're about to release our debut 5-song EP. And that's heavier. It's going to be more kind of almost like deathcore, kind of like heavy thrash, but with some groove in it. So it's really, really heavy stuff. It's the heaviest stuff that I've ever been involved in. I'm really excited to release it. And if you want info on that, you can just follow my socials. Go to the Sorrow Seed, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. It's all linked from the Sorrow Seed page.
Awesome. Now, for the adult conventions, do you have any coming up this year, like the Exoticas? Are you doing any of those?
Yeah, so I've got my favorite coming up, which is X Miami. That's my favorite one because it's industry only and it's all just hanging out by the pool and networking for like 4 days or so with some nice parties and just a really chill vibe. You get to meet kind of you know, the big wigs at some of these companies that we all like make content for, you know, the clip sites, the cam sites, stuff like that. So that's my favorite event, XBiz Miami. And by the way, pre-nominations are open, so please go to votelilith.com and vote for me at the XBiz Awards. Later in the year, I think I'm going to be doing New Jersey Exotica. I usually do that one every year. That's the most fun one for me. And I almost went to Chicago Exotica this year, but it's happening right before I go on tour. So I don't want to take any risks of like messing up my voice because, you know, it's really hard to not get sick at conventions. It usually happens. So although I had fun at Chicago Exotica the first time I went, I'm going to skip that one for this year and save my voice and save my health for my East Coast tour coming up in May. But I'm really excited about XBiz Miami. That's pretty much going to culminate at the end of my tour. I'm ending in Florida, and where I just like veg out and just chillax for like half a week before I fly home to Vegas.
Well, I'm going to be at the New Jersey Exotica, so I'll see you out there then.
Yes, awesome.
That's such an awesome event. Like, I have so much fun there.
We should hang out. Let's make some time to hang out.
Definitely. Everybody's so friendly there and like chill. It's a nice event.
Yeah, it is. And it's you know, I usually do pretty well there with meeting fans and doing some sessions and selling some of my stuff. And it's a blast and I have fun every time. And I wish AVN was happening this coming year, but I'm also planning to go to the new X3 Expo. That's in January, so I'll be showing up to that as well. I heard a lot of great things about it.
And when you said selling some of your stuff, what's some merchandise you have that people should know about?
So we've got Sorrow Seed has 3 full-length albums that we've put out, and sometimes I just sell my 8x10. Sometimes I sell my used like pantyhose and socks and stuff like that for my foot fetish guys, and sometimes I just sell sessions. And eventually, whenever I finish, I'm starting to write sort of an autobiography about being a dominatrix. And eventually, I plan to sell that at the events too. I'm going to get a booth and all that. So I'm looking forward to whenever that eventually happens. But you know, I'm not trying to rush that process. I have a lot of stories and a lot to say about that whole journey. So it's on the horizon. But I don't want to say when exactly because we'll get to that when it comes, but I'm really excited about when it does happen.
Yeah, now if people want to look you up online, find you on social media, how do they do that?
So you can just go to goddesslilith.com. That's kind of my portal. I do get shadow banned and occasionally fully banned on social media platforms. Right now, my shadow banned Twitter is at goddesslilith66. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that there. But Goddess Lilith is pretty much where you can find everything else, including like links to all the cool stuff I've done. And my session website, which is queen-lilith.com, is linked from there too. So, you know, if fans are looking to get a more personalized experience, they can go to that site. And of course, on Loyal Fans, that's really the best place to find me right now is on loyalfans.com/Goddess Lilith.
Awesome. Well, it was great having you, and everybody look her up, and I look forward to seeing you out in Exotica.
Thank you so much.